welcome to this new series where we're going to talk about everything you need to know before you coming to Thailand as an exchange student. We're going to cover subjects from visa to culture shock, food, transportation. Everything you need to know before coming here will be discussed. In today's episode, we're going to talk about health and safety. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Xamaica. I am both from the Netherlands and from Thailand.
My name is Maud. I'm from France.
I'm also from France and I'm Lisa.
I'm Mensa and I'm from Hungary.
And I'm Erica and I'm from Italy.
The first question is, how have you experienced healthcare in Thailand?
I think you can go first
Yes,
because you have a lot
we
of
didn't
experience
experience
about
it, so maybe go first.
Please, you're the one that was at the hospital.
So first I would say I think I've only experienced like the private hospitals, so I don't know anything about. They said there are cheaper options, obviously, but since I have an insurance, I always just went to the most convenient one. So yeah, private hospitals really expensive but really good, I think. So healthcare is at least at a European level. I would say in Hungary we have worse healthcare than here. So it was really good actually. I was on the 17th floor when I was in the hospital, so I had a really good view on Bangkok, so that's a plus. And it's basically your private room, so it's like, I think it's super modern and everything, so I would say it's really good. But on the other hand, it's also really expensive. So for example, 2 days in the hospital, or actually one whole day in the hospital, costs it cost 1,000 euros for me with everything included. So important, get a good insurance. My insurance paid in, I don't know, 1 hour, so it was really good, but it's really important to have a good insurance when you're here, because my friend who came to visit, she didn't have such a good insurance, and they only covered half of her expenses, and she had to wait 5 hours in the hospital to get her stuff. So yes, I would say pay a little more for the insurance. Anything can happen, and private hospitals are just
Anything can literally happen. Like to me, for example, while I was running, a dog bit me. And among the vaccinations that you should do before coming to Thailand, you should do rabies, but I didn't. So then, like through the Chula system, because we go to Chulalongkorn University and you can pay 50 euros and you have like an insurance, and they took care of me. So I went there and they gave me in 1 month 5 injections. Everything is free for us as a student because we have the insurance. They gave me a lot of like paracetamol and whatever in case I had some side effects from the vaccination, but everything worked out fine. They're super professional, even in spite of the language barrier sometimes they always try to be very helpful. And I would say also like get a good injection and like do the right vaccines before coming here. Rabies for sure.
It's quite expensive, but we need to do it before coming.
I don't know what other vaccines you had to do it before coming here.
Many.
I did like hepatitis A and B.
Yes, exactly. Which one? I did.
And then B.
Yes, this one.
Is it also the one for the mosquito?
Yes, I have one for the
malaria.
For the
no, there's no malaria. For malaria, you can only take pills.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like
but
for-
but we can take it like for a month, so okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't really make sense to take actually malaria.
No.
Like
And you
pills
don't
here.
need.
It's I think it's quite unnecessary. Like the closest you get to malaria is probably at the border next to Myanmar.
Yeah,
And even there, it's like really low chance. So you can do it if you go somewhere close to the border, but
In
I don't
Bangkok you
think
don't
that.
need.
No, definitely not.
Okay, so the second question was, did you need to get vaccinated before coming to Thailand?
So
Yeah.
But you all did, right? Well, I did not.
No, it's not mandatory.
But no, but I recommend on the.
Yeah, you guys have done it. So you also, was it 5 injections?
It depends on which vaccination you
Yes,
get.
sometimes it's like 3, sometimes you need only 1. Like it depends.
Okay.
It depends. Maybe it's a bit too much, like, but still. Like
Just to be sure.
just to be
Yeah, just to be sure and don't have
because also like I don't know about your countries, but like for my country, like we have to pay for these ones because like they're not included in our vaccination package. So it is a bit expensive, but like it's for your own health. And
so
especially rabies, it is very important because if you go around Thailand, like there are a lot of like islands with a lot of street dogs, and you never know.
I didn't do this one.
Okay,
I'm scared. No,
you know.
yes,
Because in France, they told me that it was not useful to do it before coming here,
Yeah,
before
yeah,
being beaten, you know.
yeah.
I don't have
They told-
rabies
they
either,
told me
so
that.
it's just not.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
I
so
don't
now
know.
we have to do.
Yeah, you really should.
Okay.
But I think
So
I
it's good
don't
to know because in France,
Yeah, in France they say that
Yeah,
it was
they said
not
it's not
useful to do
useful
it
to do.
before.
in Hungary they
Yeah.
said the same. They said it's not even in the, it's not even in the recommended.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's why I didn't do.
Okay.
But I guess
But it's good to know.
So if you are doubting, just
Yeah.
think about it.
yeah,
Do it's a good one to do,
also,
apparently.
do you guys have tetanus?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah. Yes, it's
Yeah, I mean-
mandatory.
yeah. It's
when we
mandatory in
are-
France.
It is in Hungary too,
Child.
but still we don't like. It's mandatory on paper.
Yeah, okay.
But that doesn't mean that everyone gets it every 5 years.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
Okay.
like you should get it every 5 years. But yeah, I would say that's also pretty important because if anything happens, for example, you fall with a bike,
Perfect.
for example, yeah, no, and it's not like it happened to me. I actually got like also vaccinated for tetanus here. I mean, I had one, but they still did one extra, like just to make it stronger. So yeah, I would say that's also. And be careful when you ride bike.
Third question is, how do you take care of your health and well-being during your exchange? Like, are you being healthy? Are you working out? Are you eating your vitamins, your vegetables?
Yes. There is not so much vegetable here.
Yeah,
so for me,
it's hard to
it's
find.
quite hard because I eat a lot in France, and here, like, it's so difficult to eat vegetables, so it's like quite hard sometimes. But for the other things, it's okay. Like I took vitamins sometimes.
Because do you like notice the difference that
I
you don't
think
eat it?
yes, I think like my body sometimes I feel don't really good, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that. Like,
Yeah.
that's-
I get that as well. Like what I do is I have a lot of fruit here because it's very cheap
Yeah.
and like I think it's very fresh. So Thai people like it to feel a bit cooler, and so it's very available like everywhere. It's so cheap.
Yeah.
However, like almost everything is fried. It's basically no olive oil, so just like seed oil, which is not as good. No vegetables. It was a bit difficult to adjust, but Shula gives you free access to gym and to basically every possible sport you can even imagine. So you can kind of find a balance, I would say.
You just need to adapt yourself.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know my skin was this intense, like this. I don't know. Sensitive.
Yeah, sensitive.
Before I came here, because they say they have air pollution, but I thought I wouldn't really like not notice that, but I actually did. Like my skin is really sensitive to it, and I also have to take antihistamines. I don't know for what exactly, but I am actually allergic to something. I don't know exactly. It could be same. It could be anything basically.
Yeah.
But
Do you like take vitamins or supplements?
I take C, like vitamin C, like that usual. And we also have like something in Hungary called Ep.7. It's just something for like that is like also making up for vitamins or essentials. So yeah, I am also.
You bring everything from Hungary.
I brought it.
But you can buy everything in the 7-Eleven. That's it. You have so many like vitamins and stuff you can take away.
It is true. However, I would say the linguistic barrier is still there. So, for example, I bought all of my potentially useful pharmaceutical here, here from Italy, because at least I know what I'm getting, and it's pharmaceuticals I already know are good for me. Because here maybe with the ingredients or something they might be different.
Like you never know.
Exactly,
kind of.
yeah,
It's
so
better to have your own.
I have my
If you can bring it, then it's easier.
Half
to
of my
forget.
luggage was basically pharmaceutical.
Yeah, me too, me
Crazy.
too.
Well,
I like for the vitamins and stuff like that. You can find here really easy.
Yeah, you have a lot of pharmacies. Like there are also like kind of everywhere, and there you can find vitamins, supplements, and all the medicine that you need. And they're really easy with giving it to you too. There's kind of a doctor. I don't know if she's really or he is a doctor behind the counter, but if you have your thingies, you can tell them, and then they will give you medicine for it.
Yes.
I also bought some supplements here. I really felt I was lacking everything because my body was just not okay. I was feeling down, like really not energetic. My skin was getting bad, pimples everywhere. Like you really noticed it on your body that I was lacking. The only thing I had was vitamin D, which is what I lack in Europe though. But here I'm not lacking that, but the rest
Especially in the Netherlands, right?
yeah, especially in the Netherlands. But I also let my dad brought vitamins from the Netherlands to here, so I would take your own from home. Then you just know what's in it and what the concentration of that vitamin is. Because mostly when you buy it here, half of the package is just air. Like the package is like this, and this is your vitamins. It's crazy. It's not food. Yeah. So just take it from home, and also at home look at the concentration because most vitamin supplements have like really low concentration of that vitamin. So look into that too. Yeah. Another little one. What are the main safety measures you have taken? Have you taken any?
I mean, at the beginning, I was washing my teeth with like bottled water.
I'm
But
already
now I stopped, guys. Now I feel like a local.
I actually did it after my food poisoning because I also thought it could be because of the water, but I have no idea. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was actually because of the water. It's just like right now I'm also like I did it for 1 week, then I got bored of it. Like it's just you can't do it. It's just too much problems there. Like you have to always have like bottled water there.
I brush my teeth with the bottled water.
Still.
Yeah, I'm quite scared to be like.
Oh no!
I mean, we're still here.
Yeah. So maybe I can.
I never.
doing it.
I never have done that.
Me too.
No. I just put water in my mouth, wash it, and then. I don't care. Yeah.
But you can have bacteria.
Can. Yeah.
No,
When I
can.
arrived
Yeah, that's
here,
what I said. You can.
Yeah, you can.
There's a
So maybe
chocolate.
I feel like.
No,
quite-
I was not.
I just want to avoid
scary, but
Yeah.
I think I'm too chill about that. I don't care.
And you know.
I also don't care.
Oh yeah.
But you don't get
Also,
sick, it's
if
fine,
you-
right?
and even if you do actually, like you have an insurance, you go to the hospital for 1 day and you're good.
yeah,
like,
they give you
it's not like
1,000
it's not
euros
like
worth of.
yeah, but that's what's the insurance for.
And you also said that you kind of did it with the food, right? So you didn't really eat at street food places?
Yeah, I was like at the beginning a bit concerned. So I was trying to look for kind of restaurant-like wet street food, if that makes sense. However, then I don't know, I just enjoyed a lot going around markets, and I was like, okay, if I can eat at the market, I think I can eat at these more local shops as well. And I say it again, that's
You know
together.
what? The only time I was poisoned, it was in a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, that's right.
And I eat every time outside, like in not restaurants, but like in the streets, and I was really sick. So
It's crazy, right?
like
I think it's also more genuine, like cuisine, the one that of the street food. It's like it's not processed at all. It's just what they have put together and then give to you. And I think that's better for you.
Yeah, I think so. And I also think like that you also build the systems. Also with time, right?
Yeah, for example, at the beginning, I was eating like 2 meals per day, one of which breakfast, so milk and cereals.
Yeah.
I'm Italian, so that's what I do. And just one other meal per day because my stomach was not like able to add more.
yeah, me too.
But it takes some time
Because
and you
you take
adjust.
like 2 weeks to adapt your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, my food poisoning was in the second week basically. So also very in the early days. Let's just say.
Yeah, now we are in how many months?
3.5.
Yeah.
Time flies.
That's great. So you guys didn't take any secretly health safety
Just don't drink water.
From the tap.
No, but yeah,
Yes.
exactly. But that's all.
Okay.
Like try food in the street. It's okay. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
No.
It's good.
Yes, it's really good. It's the best food ever.
How do you deal with any safety concerns in Bangkok?
I don't have any problem about safety in Bangkok. I think like compared to France,
Yeah.
I live in Paris. Compared to Paris, I can walk by night to go home like any problem. Like it's way more secure than in Paris.
Yes, for me as well. For Milan, and like in Milan, I don't walk alone ever because I just don't feel safe.
Yeah.
While here, I think it's mostly because of the Buddhist influence.
Yeah.
Like I feel extremely safe.
Yes,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What about, have you ever taken Grab bikes or taxis?
Yes, I love them. Like I love it.
I take it every time, but I like, yeah, the safety on them is like, I don't know. There were some moments where the guy was like braking really heavy to not avoid a crash.
And
Like,
at night, they go very high.
they always go very fast. That's just how it is. But yeah, I think that's not always too safe.
No, it's not.
So,
Yeah.
Because you don't have
it's the
an
fastest
helmet,
way. So everyone is
like,
taking the
yeah.
fastest and cheapest way.
And
But
it's also another thing I'm adapting to, because like at the beginning I was always asking for an helmet and I was like holding very tight to the bike, and now I'm just like on my phone scrolling.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you don't care anymore, right? I had like once with a bike. I was with a bull bike going home, and it had rained. But the rain stopped, and then the biker, I don't know what happened. He didn't brake or anything. I don't know what happened, but the back wheel slipped, so he lost control over the wheel. So he went like left, right, you know. But we were like heading to a traffic light. It was on red. So there were two cars, and then he needed to get in because he was going too hard, and then he crashed against one of the cars. It was like a gray Mercedes, so it was a really expensive car. But then I was shaking. I was so shaking, and since then I was a little bit frightened to be on the bikes because I was just afraid they were gonna slip. But now I'm not anymore. I think this was like a month ago. But yeah, but that's something you can't control. Like the most convenient way here to go from A to B is with Bolt or Grab. It's just easiest.
With the traffic, sometimes cars are just
especially from like 4 to 6.
They are useless. You can
From
you can
4 to
walk.
6, like cars are just staying in one place basically. They stay
Yeah.
put.
And even have you ever tried the bus ride? Because
No,
they're
we
also
never.
extremely
What?
dangerous.
You have never tried
No,
that?
we need
They go
to.
so fast.
Really?
You have to like
Yeah.
sit,
And
or you have to hold
if you
super
want-
tight. Otherwise, you're gonna
And
just
if
go.
you want to get on, you have to
Good
sing.
try.
Otherwise, it doesn't stop, and it stops in the middle of the road. You just get on, and it starts going.
And then on my stop, like I stand up because I needed to get off, and then the guy like really pressed the brakes very hard, and I
my
went to the other
God.
side of the bus basically.
Damn.
But I think it's super fun though. I love the bus rides.
Okay, yeah. But that's also like something you really can't control, right? So it
Yeah.
depends on the driver.
Exactly.
You just don't know it.
I mean, I know some people bought like helmets. They're very cheap, like €8 or something. I mean, it's a bit inconvenient carrying it around, but if it makes you feel safer, then
I think
that's
it's
fine.
important.
And it is definitely
Because also
safe.
most drivers don't have an helmet, or they don't want to give it to you. Because it happened to me a lot of times that I asked, they were like, no.
And the fun thing is they also get fined if you don't have a helmet, so it doesn't make sense. For example, just the other day, I went with the bike to Siam Square, and there was police, and they stopped him. And I was actually asking for the helmet in the beginning, and he said like no. And then when the police stopped us, he gave me the helmet, obviously, because I have to wear a
Yeah.
helmet. And I was just like, they're like, dude, you just tricked yourself basically by not like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a really weird thing, and they have to actually pay there, and then they can. And here is a law that you can only be fined once a day, which is also really interesting. I think. Like if you get fined once, you're good for the rest of the day. Like you, like I don't know, it's just a weird law. So then
I think it's because there's too many people. There's too much. They can't. They can't control it. You know, and the people like with 3 or 4 people on the bike, it's normal. You just sit with 3 on the bike, it's normal for them. But for us, like you should not do it in Europe. At the first red light, you will get stopped by the police.
Also, lights are like optional here. So if you can go, if there's no cars coming, then the lights are just there for like
Decoration.
exactly.
Yeah, but mostly I also talked to some other girls, and they also said like traveling in Thailand alone as a woman is so safe.
I've done it. Like last weekend, I went to Krabi on my own. I also like went there with the bus, so I did a 13-hour bus on my own. But honestly, it was so safe, and here there as well. Like you can walk around at night, you can go eat at restaurants, you can stay at very nice hostels. Like everyone is super nice here in Thailand, both the locals and the tourists. And I think if you come here, I don't know, you want to have a chill experience, and you're, I don't know.
You're already open-minded enough.
Very open-minded. Most of them are like backpackers, so I would say traveling here as a solo traveler, even if you're a female, it's extremely safe. And maybe in Thailand, being a female is actually better than being a male, because we don't get harassed by maybe boys.
Yes, that's true.
So it's very nice for me
Also
just enjoying at the club.
And in the club you get like a lot of like cheaper stuff. Or
Also.
Yeah, there are a lot of privileges for women here. It's really nice.
It's good to be a woman here.
Yeah, it's lovely. Like I also went to Phuket for 2 days alone, and I also felt amazingly safe. Like I was alone eating, no one was talking to me, no one was catcalling me. That's not a thing here.
I didn't get catcalled here once. Like I've been going running almost every day for 3 months, and nothing ever happened to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, people are not even coming that close to you. Just that you really
and
good.
if they look at you, they smile, or they like give you a little clap because you're exercising. It's a
That's a really nice place being. Hey, does anyone have something to add, something to tell?
Take your supplements and be safe.
And go with the bike. It's good. It's gonna be very fun. And like if you go at night, then like you have this amazing like skyline all around you. It's just very nice.
I always feel so free when I'm on the bike. I just feel like the world is just there, and I'm in there. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.